Hi everyone. So this is going to be the first episode of my first ever podcast or YouTube or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, my name is Won Jun, and this podcast is going to be called as the Second Harmonics. Um, yeah, so let's get started. So why am I doing this? Well, first reason, I kind of wanted something to do, something to try new thing in my life, and I kind of thought about what's the thing I really like doing. Um, and if I really reflect back on my last, I don't know, couple 20 years or 25 years, I'm 25 of my life, I've always enjoyed listening to music. Um, I've definitely dived a little bit deeper than simply listening to music. It's just now, I've critically listened to music. That means that I've tried to collect some headphone gears and things like that, and yeah, just enjoy the music, but also try to hear the device as well. So that's really how this podcast has, or just my life of passion about music listening has been developed. And after I graduated from my master's in electrical engineering degree and got a job, and I've been working for 2 years. And I just kind of thought that, well, I kind of want to try to get out of my comfort zone and try to start something new. And I always felt this need of community for myself, really, uh, to talk about these music related things. It's kind of a nerd talk, regardless of its music genres or music gears or concerts or anything. I just thought that it would be nice to have some community. Of course, there's people always out there that you can find to talk to, but each of those people have a different interest. Some people are interested in EDM DJing. Some people are bandmans. Some people are just regular people who likes to enjoy the music, just listen to music and things like that. I just wanted to bring all these people together, and then I enjoy doing a lot of music related things for my hobby. So I thought it would be nice to create some type of community and some type of discussion area, and one uniform discussion area and community for this. So that's what this is about. Um, it's a really comfortable zone to talk about anything music related, or music lifestyle or whatever that influences yourself, in terms of a musical activity. Let's say, just put it like that. Um, why is it called second harmonics? So I talked. Well, I thought about the name of the podcast. I studied electrical engineering, specifically RF side, and I wanted to be something RF related, but also music related. I thought that's my identity. Let's just say that's the background. So second harmonics, obviously musically, is harmonics is also a musical term, but second harmonic and specifically sonically is a little bit of a warm sound. So I kind of thought that, okay, this is community, comfortable community. We want to talk about things freely, and I kind of want people to feel welcomed and warmed here. So again, that fits the second harmonic tone. In RF side, again, there's main tone and second harmonic. And that side, I thought that, well, this podcast is definitely not a main tone. I'm not talking about the trendest thing that's going on in the music. I'm just talking about whatever we all want to talk about in terms of music. We just have some random topics, but we are all influenced by the main tone of the music industry. So I thought it'll be a great name, because we are all harmonics of talking about what's going on out there in the music community. So yeah, there's a little bit of that duality there about what this name means. So yeah, that's kind of why this is called second harmonics. Um, yeah, so I think I did a little bit of introduction to myself. I'm kind of reading off of this prompt right now. Well, not prompt, but bullet point list of what I want to do for this first episode. So that was a little bit of a lead off of what I want this to be, and then why I wanted to start this. So yeah, I mean, this is a music podcast, so I'm just gonna pull up my Spotify playlist and just talk about what I've been listening to briefly. This first episode will not going to be music heavy or digging or any some sort, but that's definitely coming in next couple of episodes, I guess. Uh, but yeah, what I was listening to today, let's just say, song of the day. I was listening to "Home" by Charlie Puth. Apparently, uh, it showed up in my Spotify recommendation list. It was featured by Hikaru Utada, Japanese artist. I thought this one was pretty fun. It has a typical Charlie Puth vibes, but also a little bit of a Japanese female vocal in there. So I thought it was a little bit more interesting and diverse to listen to than regular Charlie Puth song. Not saying Charlie Puth song is boring, but it's great, obviously. But it was a little bit, let's say, fresh. So I love that. I loved listening to it today on my drive. Just pulling another random song that shows up in my playlist right now is let's see. I feel like I'm really choosing now. Whatever. Yeah, Crusades by Geese. That's another song I've been listening to. I really started to listen to Geese maybe like late last year. I haven't really discovered about them. It kind of popped out of nowhere. Funny enough, one of my coworker has a Geese shirts, so when I saw that, I'm like, "Hey, I saw that band from your shirt," and then apparently they're becoming a lot more popular. So that's a fun story. But yeah, I've been really enjoying listening to Geese, and Olivia Dean is also heavy in my playlist this year, and Wet Leg also pretty heavy. Haley Williams, Turnstile, and a lot of Korean indie music artists. By the way, I'm Korean American, so I am heavily influenced by Korean community as well. So that's in there. And then a lot of my playlists are influenced by Korean artists as well. So that's a big part of who I am and then what I listen to. A lot of band musics, actually. So we're gonna dive a little bit more into playlists and what songs related topics. Maybe starting from next episode, let's say. Speaking of playlists and songs, I've been doing this bi-yearly playlist in Spotify for the last couple of years. It dates quite back. I've been doing this since, I don't know, ever since I had a Spotify account. So I don't know how long I've been doing. Actually, it's been super long. Did Yeah, I've been doing this since 2022. Apparently, that's what Spotify says. Anyways, I thought it would be really nice to have, a playlist drop or playlist sharing session, maybe twice a year, since I do this FW/SS of each year playlist, depending on what I'm listening to. First half of the year, later half of the year kind of thing. So I thought it would be interesting to discuss about that and then share and then hear what y'all like to listen to. It's a good thing that you try to share good music with each other. And who knows, you might discover good music later on, and then it might be a permanent thing in your playlist. I always enjoy it when it comes from unexpected moments and someone recommends me music and I end up really liking that. And it becomes a pretty steady thing in my playlist. It's really enjoyable moment. So yeah, maybe diversify the playlist when we talk about these stuff all together. Again, that's part of what this community is about, it is just what I want it to be about. It's just a group of people getting together, talk about and share thoughts about what you think about this music or music related topics. Do a little bit of deep dive nerd talks, and yeah, I always try to gather these people in real life, but in real life it feels a little bit awkward trying to gather all these people interested in different things about music and in one giant place or even my living room and just kind of nerd talk about it. It's sometimes fun. It's just hard to make a regular thing. I feel like it'll be just so much easier and less awkward online. So yeah, whatever platform I end up choosing for this thing, I always am welcome for comments, discussions, yeah, things like that. It'll be really nice to hear everyone's opinion. So yeah, think of this as just salad bowl that you can throw anything you want, really. To talk about music. I mean, I have a lot of these stuff in the background. Maybe that's something I can talk about later on. But yes, you can see that I'm clearly interested in music and diverse topics. So yeah, this is just sellable to talk about all sorts of things. Man, I feel like I've never seen myself just talking in front of camera or just like seeing myself talk. It kind of feels awkward. Do I really look like this when I'm talking to some of my friends or random people? Like it's just this is just my first time being in on video other than maybe Zoom calls or just meeting recordings. So this is pretty funny. Um, yeah. So yeah. I mean this. I've talked enough about what this video is going to be about. It's just like music lifestyle, whatever. Why am I doing this? Why am I talking about this type of music? Is because my life is being influenced by this, and yeah, it's just kind of whatever I feel like talking about, depending on the vibe of the year or vibe of the day, kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like this just a couple more things about what we'll be doing in the future and what this will be about. I don't intend to do a little bit deep dive of judging or critical things about specific albums or music. I don't really want to do that and to go deep dive. I just kind of want it to be some laid back vibes of talking about what you hear and then what you really like. Let's say like, oh, I really like the synthesizer of this track. What about that synthesizer you liked about or I liked about? Those kind of things. Like what stands out in this music, what kind of mix techniques you hear, and what type of what part of that mix you liked about, and what you wish the other tracks, like some type of song, would have more like this mix style. Like maybe as deep as that. Again, nerd talk, but I think that'll be something really fun to talk about. Um, yeah, it's just learning from other people's opinions and what other people are listening to. Obviously, that'll be fun. And this is just more of a journal diary type. I don't plan to have any scripts or any dialogues or whatever it is. I just have bullet pointed list of what I want to talk about. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, and I guess what's upcoming for me, at least music related this year, I signed up for a couple concerts. I've actually been to two concerts so far. I went to one when I was in Korea. It was like a New Year's thing, a festival more like. It started at December 31st, 5 p.m. and then went until like 5 a.m. of January 1st. So that was fun. The second one I went to was a jazz concert. Michael League and Corey Henry, some Snarky Park Puppy member kind of thing. So that was also very enjoyable in venue called SF Jazz. Yeah, I'm also located in California, NorCal. So that was cool venue. I really liked that show. It's actually my first time going to any type of jazz concert. So that was unique. And another thing, a couple other things I'm planning to go to outside land. I already bought 3-day ticket quite impulsively. Main reason I bought that outside land is so headliner talks. I wanted to see Charlie for quite a bit. So again, a big reason. But there are other bands like Geese, Wet Leg that I've been listening to for a couple months, and then I was surprised to have them playing there. So I wanted to really see them as well. So that's why um, I'm really hoping I can also see the Turnstile for the second time. I saw them in the Aftershock last year, but their show was super fun. So I hopefully there's no overlap there this year in House Landlands, but we'll see. There's another metal artist called Poppy that I really want to see. That's like a Wednesday of Outside Land week, so we'll see. But I really want to go. And let's say the MCR concert is also up to discussion for me. And yeah, that's it for now. Who knows what will come more? But yeah, last year I went to like 13 concerts and past festivals, so maybe that could be a content. But this year, not as much as 13, but still, I believe this is a decent list. Maybe towards the end of the year, I kind of crave some more concerts, so I'm gonna be going to more. But yeah, maybe we can talk about future concerts, concert reviews, festival reviews, or what did I do? What the heck did you do last year to go to freaking 13 concerts? It's like a once a month, and my friends call me a crazy guy for doing that, but I 100% worth it. I really enjoyed it last year. So yeah, I mean, I've been spending my dropping a bunch of money on concerts, gears, and things like that. I really wanted to do some nerd talks and talk about these things out somewhere. Obviously, I talked to some of my friends who likes music, but yeah, it's just once you're in the industry of working and things like that, it's just not easy to talk to friends daily and things like that. They're all college friends, so they're in different locations. So I thought this community, if you are feeling something like that, I thought this would be a great opportunity to share those opinions. So that's one thing. And then, yeah, upcoming contents. Let's talk about that a little bit more. I talked about bi-yearly playlist drop or share. I kind of make these as it goes. My spring 2026 playlist is, I think, 47 songs long so far. Uh, but I kind of add as I listen to some random musics. I like to discover new musics, whether it's my Spotify playlist recommendation or I just hear some random things from someone or whoever is trying to give me a recommendation. Oh, my internet just went out. But yeah, I really enjoy discovering new music each year, especially the new releases. There's always exciting new releases or just kind of unexpected new releases that just come out of nowhere. But I really love exploring those options. And if I really like it, I just, chuck it into my playlist and just listen to it for the next year or half of the year. So maybe sharing that will be fun to broaden out and throw in songs that you guys all like and I like as well. So I thought that'll be fun. So maybe public playlist creation is also a great idea. That we can just throw in songs mid-year and then see what we've been listening to. I mean, I kind of shared what type of artist I've been listening to, but it's just a lot of rock, indie rock, alternative metal, some jazz recently, and Korean indie. Those are my heavy hitters in my playlist. So if you're into those, yes, please recommend me some songs. But also, I am willing to listen to different songs too. It feels like EDM is pretty hyped among my friends. But I don't really know anything about that. So if anyone has recommendations or wants to share about that, I'm also open to that. But yes, I've been very band heavy. Uh, Occasional gear talks. Obviously, I enjoy collecting gears and talking about the gears. I love talking about guitar gears. Maybe that could be another content. Guitar gears and also musical gears. I have a headphone collection right there, and I have a speaker setup that in my living room, which is also pretty exciting. That's first big bucks I got after my first job. Um, big bucks I dropped after my first job, but It's kind of reward to myself for however years of my schooling, but it was really, yeah, it's these type of things, like how you set up the speaker, how you treat your room, EQing your headphones, controversies to that, controversies of harmony curves, what type of frequency things you really like to boost up in your EQ just because it feels you great. Like all these sort of things are, I think, fair content or things that we can talk about. Uh, Personally, I've sat down and spent like 4 hours EQing things, and then I'm like, holy crap, it's like 3 a.m. So yes, that's another thing that we can talk about. Couple of guests, I guess. I I have a couple people in mind. These people are pretty into music. Will be interesting to get their perspective and their opinion about this podcast. I'm sure they'll be excited. Hopefully, they're excited to talk. Um, and I'm also open to some suggestions about how we want to, what you guys are actually interested in talking about. So I'm all here to listen to opinions, and then we can just kind of revolve around that. It's all about community, as I talked about what you are interested and what I'm interested in. So that'll be really nice to get some of those talks going on in this community, and then we can talk about that in this podcast. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about in this first episode? I think that's pretty much it. It's a rather short one. I was expecting it to be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe when it gets a little bit deeper into more contents. This is going to be longer, but it looks like this is going to be a little bit rather short introduction of why I'm doing this, why it is like this, and things like that. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys want to hear more about and excited about to talk about your music interest, and then share everyone else's opinions and listen to that. Let's broaden our spectrum altogether. It's going to be an enrichful journey, and in your music listening daily life, whatever it is, music's just everywhere. So all right, thank you for listening. See you guys in the next episode.